My teacher, Mrs. Fink, found common milkweed. Then she took it home and washed it. We need milkweed because if there is no milkweed, there will be no monarch caterpillars. So if the monarchs all die, they will be extinct. Fresh milkweed is found in grasslands. If you take it home from the wild, you have to wash it. In our school, we used forable tubes to keep the milkweed in the water. We also have a tent. In our tent, we put a lot of caterpillars in 3 milkweed stems so the caterpillars could eat. Every day we got new milkweed so it wouldn't dry out. Sometimes we will need to find milkweed with pods. Those pods are green and soft. They will turn brown and burst open, with fluffy seeds. They will catch the wind, fly to a new place, and grow more milkweed. Common milkweed is the easiest to find. That's why it's called common milkweed. Milkweed has poisons and only some animals can eat it. For example, a monarch butterfly can eat it, so no birds or predators try to eat the caterpillar butterfly. It would taste really bad if you ate one of the caterpillars. We observed the caterpillars eating the milkweed in the tent. They eat and grow really fast.
Egg is the fourth stage. The size is about the head of a pin. The color is light green and then dark. Then get out by eating inside to the outside. The egg needs to be on a leaf. The caterpillar needs to be out by a week after it gets a dot inside, which is a
size of a little caterpillar is 3 inches long. They have strong jaws for chewing milkweed. A tiny caterpillar is green when it hatches. The movement of a little caterpillar is slow. It grows so much that it weighs 3,000 times as much as it did when it hatched.
Molting is a necessity for a caterpillar. A caterpillar eats tons of milkweed every day, so naturally it gets bigger. Its skin does not grow with the caterpillar, so the caterpillar needs to shed its skin. Shedding is another word for molting. A caterpillar sheds 4 times when it is still growing. After a caterpillar wriggles out of its skin, it will pull off its face mask. A face mask is the skin on the caterpillar's face. Once it has done this, it will turn around and eat its own skin. The skin has lots of nutrients for the caterpillar. Every time a caterpillar molts, it becomes a higher instar. So the first time it sheds, it is a first instar. The second time, it's a second instar, and so on until it becomes a 5th instar. That is the last instar before the caterpillar enters the pupa.
Monarch caterpillars' colors are yellow, black with white spots. As the caterpillars get older, their colors get brighter. A monarch caterpillar's poop is called fresh. The caterpillar has fake feet called prolegs. The real legs are behind the prolegs. The caterpillar or caterpillars have long antennae to know where to go. Caterpillars change in many ways. Sometimes they are an egg, a caterpillar, or even a butterfly. Caterpillars come in many sizes. Some are an inch, some are only a centimeter. They eat milkweed as a caterpillar and fruit as a butterfly. The caterpillars move very slow because it inches along, but when it is a butterfly, it moves very fast and often lets the wind carry it along.
finding a spot. A caterpillar goes to climb on the stem of a leaf to make the silk button. It takes them an hour to do this. When a caterpillar makes a J, it hangs from the button. The skin falls off the last time so it can become a pupa. The button helps hold the pupa in place. It's a lot of fun to watch.
First, the caterpillar goes to a milkweed branch and hangs upside down. Then it wriggles to free its skin before it becomes a chrysalis. Its skin splits for the last time. Then it's ready to come out of its skin and forms a pupa. When the outside hardens into a chrysalis around it, the insect inside is now protected. The colors of a pupa is really just green, not a dark green, but a light green. The chrysalis hardens while it's hanging to protect the pupa. It has gold stripes and dots. When you can see the wings, the butterfly is ready to emerge.
The chrysalis keeps the changing pupa safe inside. The chrysalis looks green because the caterpillar is dissolved inside. By the second week, the chrysalis looks dark. After that, you can see the wings and it's ready to emerge. The body comes out first and the wings follow. The new butterfly has a swollen body and tiny wings. To get their wings bigger, the butterfly flaps its wings. Fluid gets into the wings. When the butterfly is done pumping its wings, it might have extra fluid, so it leaks out of its body.
Hello, my name is Tommy. We're going to be talking about monarch butterflies today. Male monarchs have a dot on each of their hind wings. Females don't. Their wings have lots of scales that make them look orange and black.
Monarch butterflies eat watermelon, which they love. Also, monarchs eat coneflower nectar, and they like that too. A monarch butterfly eats with its proboscis that sucks the juice out of watermelon and all other foods that monarch butterflies eat. Monarch butterflies sleep on trees. They sleep in the afternoon and all night with their wings folded. In our classroom, they wake up when the teacher comes in and turns on the light.
Tagging butterflies is fun, but you have to be extremely careful. Tags are little stickers that you put on the butterfly's hind wing. The numbers on the tag are for telling us if someone found the butterfly on its journey or migration spot.
The temperature for a monarch butterfly to fly is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Before we released the butterflies, we had a parade. We used maracas and other instruments and made paper monarchs with orange and black ribbons attached. We carried our tents of live butterflies. We went from class to class. Then we went to the garden. Some classes came to see the monarch release. Some students put some fruit juice on their palms and held the monarchs before letting them fly away. Everyone cheered and waved goodbye.
I think the Monarch Butterfly books were good to use because we could learn about the monarch butterflies and its adaptations. I think that the Monarch Life Cycle books were good because we could tell other people about the monarch butterflies. I think other people want to learn about the Monarch Life Cycle books because there's lots to learn about them and what they do in their life. That is why I think the Monarch Life Cycle books are good, because you get to learn about how they eat and grow and live their life.
When we observed, we looked at caterpillars, pupas, and butterflies. Then we wrote about what we observed. We measured the caterpillars with rulers from the outside of the tent. It's fun to write about monarchs. They're very interesting creatures. I think they're really cool. I think illustrating is fun. What we observed was really fun because we got to draw really cool pictures.
When you look under the microscope, it is hard to see. The reason is you have to look with one eye. While you're looking at the chrysalis, you can see how clear it is. It's almost a silver color. You can also see the button. It almost looks like yarn. There is something called a chrymaster that sticks into the button. It looks like a small stick. When you are looking at the skin, it looks like a monster because it is all shriveled up. When you're looking at the butterfly wings, you are able to see the hind wings in the beautiful colors. They are orange and black. That is what it usually looks like under a microscope.
butterflies live on the west side of the Rocky Mountains, they migrate to California. If they live on the east side of the Rocky Mountains, they go to Mexico or Florida. Over the winter, it's hard for monarchs because they need warm temperature to fly. They can't fly under the temperature 55 degrees to 60 degrees. Scientists wonder how monarchs find overwintering sites every year. Scientists think that butterflies gain weight by gliding on air currents. Butterflies stop for water while migrating. They land on the water and stick out their proboscis. Butterflies also need protection during storms. They usually go under a tree's leaves. Scientists don't really know how they find their way home. They think butterflies use the position of the sun. Butterflies sure have a long journey.
Conservation. Every year monarchs go to Mexico or California to the roosting trees. They're being cut down because people want lumber for homes and money. When you clear your forest, the canopy opens to rain and snow. A lot of monarchs die for the silly things people want. People are cutting down roosting trees in California because they want to live by the ocean. If all roosting trees are gone, monarchs might become endangered or extinct. We need to help the monarchs. They are beautiful like heaven's angels. People should learn about monarchs to see how they are helpful. They pollinate flowers. If bees are the only ones pollinating, not a lot of plants will grow. If that happens, humans might starve and not have vegetables. People have bug spray. They spray it on plants and flowers. The monarchs will die because of the poison. Monarchs need our help, so why don't we help them?
People spray milkweed to kill it. People spraying crops can kill milkweed. People clear land for houses, farms, and other things like buildings. When people kill milkweed, the monarch population goes down. If we don't kill any milkweed, the population will go up.
Monarchs play a great and big part in our life. One very good reason is that they are so beautiful and they make everyone happy. One very, very important reason is that they pollinate, so our lives depend on them. They are also critical, so we need to keep them alive. We also need to keep them alive because they are part of the energy chain, so I think we should at least try to keep them. Do you agree? Well, you should. So try and keep them alive so everyone can stay healthy and alive.